Lesson to noun, gender, number and case. Let's warm up, initiative and self-direction. Write the names of male, female and non-living entity from the box in the given table. Male, uncle, boy, king. Female, queen, aunt, girl. Non-living, box, stone, place. Let's observe analytical skills. Read the following sentences. Mr. Sharma is my English teacher. Shruti is a woman. Students like to go on a picnic. The field is wet. What do you observe from above sentences? Let's learn conceptual learning. Gender tells us whether the nouns or naming words are males or females. The names in the above pictures represent their genders. 1. Mr. Sharma is my English teacher. Male name masculine. 2. Shruti is a woman. Female name feminine. 3. Students like to go on a picnic. Name that can neither be a male or a female common. 4. The field is wet. Name that is neither a male nor a female neuter. Rules for changing gender. 1. We can change masculine nouns to feminine nouns by adding a suffix, like s. Examples: murderer, murderess, heir, heiress, waiter, waitress, duke, duchess. 2. Some masculine nouns change entirely to become feminine nouns. Examples: bull, cow, fox, vixen, gander, goose, horse, mare, monk, nun, nephew, niece, stag, hind, lord, lady. 3. Some masculine nouns are compound words. These change partly when they become feminine words. Examples: he goat, she goat, landlord, landlady, peacock, peahen, stepson, stepdaughter, manservant, maidservant, policeman, policewoman. Grammar, connect. 1. The army is doing its task. 2. The jury gave its verdict. In these sentences, the nouns, army and jury, only refer to living things. But they are used as a neuter gender. Number. We know that a singular noun refers to one and a plural noun refers to more than one. 1. Most often, singular nouns change into their plural form by adding s at their end. Examples: window, windows, cartridge, cartridges, chit, chits. 2. Singular nouns that end with a vowel plus y change into their plural form by adding s at their end. Examples: donkey, donkeys, chimney, chimneys, valley, valleys. 3. Singular nouns that end with a vowel plus o change into their plural form by adding s at their end. Examples: tattoo, tattoos, igloo, igloos. Radio, radios. 4. Singular nouns that end with a consonant plus o change into their plural form by adding s at their end. Examples: hero, heroes. Echo, echoes. Mango, mango. But there are some exceptions to this rule. Examples: photos, photos. Flamingo, flamingos. Piano, pianos. 5. Singular nouns that end with s, ss, ch, sh, z or x change into their plural form by adding s at their end. Examples: circus, circuses. Glass, glasses. Church, churches. Brush, brushes. Fax, faxes. Quiz, quizzes. 6. Singular nouns that end with a consonant plus y change into their plural form by replacing the y with is. Examples: baby, babies. Family, families. Cherry, cherries. 7. Singular nouns that end with f or fe change into their plural form by replacing the f with fe. With vase. Examples: wife, wives. Knife, knives. Wolf, wolves. There are some exceptions to this rule. Examples: chief, chiefs. Belief, beliefs. Roof, roofs. 8. There are some singular nouns that change into their plural form in an irregular way. Examples: mouse, mice. Child, children. Foot, feet. 9. There are some singular nouns that remain the same in their plural form. Examples: fish, fish. Hare, hare. Sheep, sheep. 10. Some nouns are used only in their singular form. Examples: alphabet, expenditure, fruit. Furniture, information, offspring. Poetry, scenery, money. 11. Some nouns are used only in their plural form. Examples: alms, amends, billiards, cards, contents, compasses goods, oats, scales, spectacles, trousers, wages. Countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns. Some nouns can be counted. These are called countable nouns. Examples: boy, boys. Chair, chairs. Apple, apples. Uncountable nouns. Some nouns cannot be counted. These are called uncountable nouns. Examples: hair, food, water. Milk, grain, flour, juice. Classifiers. Classifiers are measuring words. It is common to use classifiers along with countable nouns to indicate how much of the substance is being referred to. Examples: a slice of bread, a roll of tape, a cup of coffee, a roll of toilet paper, a bar of soap, a loaf of bread, a jug of lemonade, a head of cabbage, a ball of rice, a cube of ice, a box of cereal, a tube of toothpaste, a glass of water, a bag of flour, a teaspoon of medicine. Case. Case shows the change in the form of a noun into pronoun according to its conditions and relationship with another words in a sentence. Cases of nouns. The case of a noun or pronoun indicates its function, subject or object, in a sentence. Nominative case. A noun is said to be in the nominative case when it is used as the subject of a verb. Examples: A. Potters make clay pots. Here, potters is a common noun in the nominative case. B. Purna is an intelligent student. Here, Purna is a proper noun in the nominative case. Objective or accusative case. A noun is said to be in the objective or accusative case when it is used as the direct object of a verb. Direct object is the person or the thing who or which receives the action of the verb. Examples: A. She drew a picture. Here, a picture is in the objective case. B. The magazines are on the chair. Here, chair is in the objective case. It is the object of the preposition on. Possessive case or genitive case. A noun is said to be in the possessive case or genitive case when it shows ownership or possession. The possessive case of the noun is governed by the noun that follows it. Examples: A. It is the captain's idea. Here, captain's is in possessive case. The possessive case is formed by adding s to the second noun when there are two nouns in apposition. B. Purna, Ratna's nephew, was a great social reformer. We form the possessive case adding s to the last word when two or more nouns are joined by and a joint possession is meant. See, Ajay and Almila's flat is really comfortable. This sentence denotes that one flat belongs to both Ajay and Almila. The possessive case of a compound noun is formed by adding s to the last word. D. She is in my mother-in-law's room. The possessive case of the noun is formed by adding an apostrophe only when the last syllable of a singular noun ends in s or ce and the noun is followed by the word sake. For justice' sake. For God's sake. For conscience' sake. Cases of pronouns. Nominative case. When a pronoun is the subject of a verb, then it is said to be in nominative case. Examples: A. I love my parents. B. We are happy. Objective case or accusative case. When a pronoun works as the direct object of verb or the object of preposition, then it is said to be in objective case. Examples: A. He has a new phone. He operates it daily. B. She calls them to her house. Possessive case or genitive case. When a pronoun denotes possession or ownership, then it is said to be in possessive case. A. That book is mine. B. The stolen car is his. Pronoun, case, comprehensive, chart. Person. Number. Nominative, case. Objective, accusative. Possessive case. Gender. First person. Singular. I, me, my, mine, both masculine and feminine. Plural. We, us, our, ours, both masculine and feminine. Second person. Singular. You, your, yours, both masculine and feminine. Plural. You, your, yours, both masculine and feminine. Third person, singular. He, she, him, her, him, hers, his. Masculine. Feminine. It, its, neuter. Plural, they, them, their, theirs for all genders.